Jacoby?
He's good. We'll keep him down today. We'll go out there and do stretch, but he's good. He'll be good. It's not long term or anything like that.
What did the MRI show?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into the details. He's okay. He'll be okay.
So he had those tests though? Like
He did.
Had the MRI and the X-ray?
Yep.
And you're okay.
Yes.
So he has a sprained ankle, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's got an ankle. It's nothing serious. So.
How about some of the guys who left practice yesterday? I think Cager, Tyree.
Yeah, Cager's going to be down for a little while here. We'll still do more tests. It's this groin area. Good thing today, Evan and John Michael will be back out there in team, so they'll start doing team today. So that'll be good.
Looked like Runyon and Kubas got shaken up.
Yeah, they had shoulders. We'll probably back off of Runyon a little bit today. Nothing serious, but we'll give him a day here.
Both shoulders?
Yeah, shoulders. Yep.
Will Evan work at tackle?
Evan will work at tackle. Yes.
Tyree Jackson, did you leave yesterday?
Tyree Jackson's back was tightening up. He'll be out there today. See if it loosened up. Kim, which one? Kim,
That was Kubas?
did you have something? Did you hear?
He's asking
Dave, that was
you.
Kubas.
Yeah.
Kubas,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
and
the
Runyon.
shoulder?
Yeah.
And Runyon, thank you.
How many of the guys that had been on the side? Anybody back, like Locke or Flawed or?
No. Yeah, Phillips will be out there stretching. He'll probably go on the rehab field. Give him another day.
Did you back off Turbo yesterday?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little hammy. So he'll be out there. He'll be doing the same thing individual. We'll see if it loosens up for him.
And Bryce Woodley?
He's good.
Where does that put you at your tight end position with Cager now? Going to be sidelined for a little while.
In what regard?
Numbers wise, what you think you have at that position, does it now you have to rely maybe more on Theo Johnson?
Well, we've relied on Theo since he's been here. I think he's done a good job. I think Bellinger's done a good job. Chris Manhertz has done a good job. Tyree's got the back, Cager. So obviously the numbers will be down a little bit, but we've given those three guys that I just talked about quite a bit of reps. And then Stoll's back. Stoll cleared, so it'll be good to get reinforcements there.
Will we see that kind of tight end rotation once you get to the regular season where you're using like 4 different guys?
Yeah, we'll find out. This is what our training camp's for. So those guys have gotten a lot of reps. We'll continue to give them a lot of reps, and then that's a ways away.
We haven't asked about Jalen Mills. Where are things stand with him?
Still, he's getting closer. He's getting closer.
I know alignment is just going to happen the way you do it offensively on the front, but if JMS is coming back, will he go right in with the first team, and will that put...
Yeah, he'll be at center today. Again, it's a limited amount of reps, wrapping him up, but it is good to get him out there in team drills. So he'll be at his normal spot.
But if you're backing off on Runyon, will you put Van Roten at left guard, or are you going to keep him at right guard?
Van Roten will be right, Stinney will be over at left.
Can you put in Evan and then at right tackle?
He'll be with who?
Evan at right tackle.
He'll play right tackle today. Yep.
With the one?
No, with the twos.
Did you say Cager's injury was a hamstring?
It's a groin. Yeah.
Thanks, sorry.
That's okay. But that one's going to be longer than these other ones we've talked about.
Thanks.
What have you thought about Kayvon, his camp?
I think he's had a good camp. I think that his pass rush has evolved. I think he's practicing at a good tempo, a good speed. You notice him out there. He's been pretty consistent with everything that we've asked him to do. So I've been pleased with Kayvon. Been pleased with Burns. I think Aziz and Boogie, those guys that are competing, are doing a good job as well.
Dave, you've had, with a couple of the cornerbacks down, you've gotten a good look at Herndon, you've gotten a good look at Long and Isaiah in the slot. Is anybody really, stepping up in that group?
Yeah, I think they're all competing. It's a competitive group. Some new guys we've brought in that are still learning the system, but it's a group that's going to continue to gel and need to gel and communicate and do all those things. It's a younger group, so all those guys have contributed and they've had their days, and this will be a good next few weeks to go ahead and evaluate it.
We're 3 weeks into camp. How much progress has Daniel made in your eyes? It looks like his accuracy is starting to come back a little bit. I don't know, maybe that's just a byproduct of maybe at times testing his knee and your legs as you're getting back, or just.
Yeah, I think he's made strides every day. And again, it's some new guys that we're thrown to. It's the first time he's been in teams, so it's been a steady, I'd say steady improvement from when we started, when he had first go through team and have people around his legs. There's new things, new pieces, new tight ends, new receiver. So that's always a work in progress. At least that I've been part of in training camp, when you're dealing with new pieces and things like that. And then him coming back from the injury, I think he's done a fantastic job. He's continuing to grow, and he's done well here these last couple weeks.
Have you had to do anything to manage that? Sorry.
No.
With in regards to the knee,
no, he does
we
his
see him
rehab.
sometimes doing the extra stuff on the running, stuff like that.
Yeah, if he doesn't get enough running in to go ahead and rehab his knee, they do extra stuff after practice. Just continue to ramp it up, but he feels good. Again, if everything goes as planned, I anticipate him playing, and it'll be good for him.
Did you see any noticeable acceleration, I guess, about the timing with Daniel and the receivers when you did some 7-on-7s last week? Like, did that help in that aspect of it, finally doing some 7-on-7 after?
No, I think team has helped the most. Again, you have to operate in the pocket. You have Dexter and Burns running at you. I think that's important for him to feel that. The 7-on-7, that was the first time we've done plenty of 7-on-7 in OTAs, but I think that's why we've done so much team. I think that helps. It helps him in particular.
Are you planning on bringing in another quarterback with Tyree's injury?
No, I think Drew might. We might be able to use Drew here if we need him. He's gotten a lot better here these last few days. So I envision Tommy being the next guy in based on Drew's injury for this game, but I think Drew has a chance to go ahead and suit up, and if we need him to go in, be able to do that.
Is Turbo's hamstring a long-term thing, possibly? Or?
No, I don't think so. But I couldn't tell you. His hamstrings are hamstrings. He went out there and did some individual. He'll do a little bit more today. Hopefully, it gets good enough to be able to play, but we'll see.
Couple more. Would you agree he's had a really strong camp? That's kind of tough to.
Turbo?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, there's some good plays that he's made, and he's still learning the offense and being where he's supposed to be, and all the little intricacies playing running back. But when he's had the ball in his hand, he's made some good plays for us. But there's a lot that goes into running back with all the other things, and he's still learning that. But he's a good young guy to work with.
How much of a blow, it seems kind of obvious, but how much of a blow is it whether it's him or Deontay Johnson or a young guy who hasn't proved himself to have an injury at this point?
Yeah, you always feel for those guys that are competing for roster spots that get injured. I know they're doing everything they can do to get out there, but a guy like Deontay, he's worked his tail off. He's been productive in camp. He's had a good, and then he gets the ankle. Turbo gets the hamstring. They'll do everything they do to get back, but valuable reps you miss in terms of evaluation process when you're not out there.
Hey, Tyrone Tracy, he seems to be picking up the pass pro aspect of it.
Yeah.
Is that something you've seen early on? I mean, for a rookie, he seems to be.
Yeah.
Am I wrong with that assessment? He seems to be.
No, I think he's done a good job of really picking up all the little nuances, the protections, the identifications, the route concepts, the alignments. He's a smart player. I'm glad we got him.
Does his experience as a receiver help in any way in pass pro?
Well, maybe not in pass pro, but I think the instinctiveness of route running, that certainly helps. You can, it's okay. You can have, again, the lines on the paper, but he has some pretty good feel for zone awareness, how to set guys up in man. I think that playing receiver has helped him in that area, but the protection part of it, the physicalness, all those things, that's a little bit different than playing receiver. And he's got good size though. He's got good length. He's done well for a young player that's just entered into our program.
What's your inclination at this point about how much you might play your starters in this game?
Not there yet. Yeah.
One position that you always talk about with chemistry is the offensive line. How much does it bother you at this point that you haven't been able to, you want to settle, now Runyon's out, JMS is back, you haven't been able to get that whole group on the field?
Sure, you love to have all the guys on the field, but the reality is they're not. So you'll have your 5 guys, and anyone behind them has to be able to play multiple positions. when they go to a game, if they dress for a game for injury purposes. So again, most places I've been, it's been a constant shuffle to go ahead and evaluate this time of year. I would have loved for it to just be the 5 guys that were going to be in there. That's not the case, but people are getting valuable reps, and guys have played with each other, whether Luminor was playing over there, if we need him to go over there, but certainly you'd like to have all of them out there.